I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some raps in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they call it for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on the, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark team, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down, it's Rosen. Stays on his feet, dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Rosen. Able to find Kirk complete. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch. Turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And Davis with it left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them. And also, it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Caught right side, Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On first down, Allen. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Marcus Golden in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw, it's Allen. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 39 that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Caught right side, Tate. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And Dawson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And a big loss falls here as he's taken down. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now, third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Now it's Tate. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Cardinals. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was 4th down. And the possession changes. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And Hill running right through it. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. An NFL update. 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Leopard! Leopard! Over!
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Falcons on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now this time, Allen will throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Allen will try again on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Detroit! Detroit!
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's complete. Cooper. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Play action here with Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll start the drive to the ground with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. It got his his man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he gets it down to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting. And the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Eric Saubert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So Allen's going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking deep for Julio. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
20! The left side completion to Jones. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Atlanta, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10 and 4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop to 10 and 4 on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.